Good morning and welcome to Energy Tech Summit 2026. I'm Jamie Coles and I'll be here with you for the next 2 days. If you look around the room, you will see a mix of founders, operators, investors, policymakers, and probably a few people who wear all those hats at once. And that mix is exactly what Energy Tech Summit is built on. Because energy isn't just one conversation, it's many happening at the same time. Different priorities, different timelines, different pressures. And over the next 2 days, you'll hear all sides of that. What's working, what's not, and what's very much still up for debate. So take advantage of being in the same room together, start conversations, compare notes, challenge what you hear, and share what you're seeing from your side. Because that's where this becomes more than just a series of sessions and keynotes. We've got a long day ahead of us and some great discussions, but before we dive in, I'd like to take a moment to thank the conference sponsors for working together with us on this important event. So let's give it up for our main sponsor, BBVA, our startup innovation partner, ABB, our platinum sponsor, Corinex, our gold sponsors, European Investment Bank, Acario Innovation, Siemens Energy, Terrabase, and Equinix. Our silver sponsors, Junction Growth Investors, ConnectPoint, Compass VC, 11ES, Aramco Ventures, SE Ventures, Ente Vasco de la Energía, Honda Innovations, Go Cardless, EDP Ventures, University of Built Environment, Axpo, Stifel, Invent Capital, Tilt Capital, Eluit, Eneco, Nectar, Carbon Direct Capital, and LCP Delta. Our startup pavilion sponsors, SQM, Clean Energy Ventures, EDF Pulse Ventures, Prosemino, Future Energy Ventures, and Sabanci Climate Ventures. And our startup sponsors, Hydrosat, Renewable, Xfuel, Cartesian, Blixt, Tulum Energy, 1S1 Energy, Nordic Nano, Arkansite, Renow Energy, Ucanio, Carrar, ITA World, Solar Innotech, Decarbon, Nobile NIG, Power to Hydrogen, General Fusion, Jolt Solutions, Plasma Leap, Flower, Hydrogen Memtech, CleanWatts Digital, Watt Analytics, Elysian Aircraft, Vertoro, Gridio, Next Dash, Autonomy, Carbon Upcycling, Queen's Carbon, Electrified Thermal Solutions, Altilium Clean Technology, Voc Bikes, Current, Reenergize, IR Power, Ocean Information Services, RevTerra, Stoff2, Yama, Earth Pulse, Ecogen, Eco Global, Plexigrid, and Heat. Thank you for partnering with Energy Tech Summit in 2026. One final thing before we begin. Energy Tech Summit is expanding beyond Europe, and the first stop is Kuala Lumpur. In September, we'll be bringing the summit to Asia, connecting investors, innovators, and policymakers to explore new opportunities across the region's energy landscape. It's a chance to tap into new markets, build meaningful partnerships, and be part of what's to come. So mark your calendars for September 29th and 30th, 2026. We hope to see you there. Now, let's begin with today's activities. To start off, I'm going to welcome the driving force behind Energy Tech Summit, Rokus Petulaitis. We welcome him to the stage, and enjoy your day.
Welcome everyone to Energy Tech Summit 2026. A lot of familiar faces. Well, welcome back, and obviously a lot of new ones. Explore the summit over these 2 days. And I want to start with a short remark. 7 years ago, we started Energy Summit with a very simple idea. We wanted a room that would cater for people building an energy transition, bit by bit, atom by atom, electron by electron. The first edition was very small, but ambition wasn't. Since then, the community has grown significantly beyond my reach and something that I could not predict it. With over 1,500 people at the venue today, we came a long way. For six last past editions since the inception, Contrarian Ventures was the host of this gathering. We built it, we shaped it, but this year, we're doing something new. Think of it like FIFA World Cup or the Olympics. The tournament stays the same, but the host changes. We decided that actually building a transition, the company should be at the core. That echoes what we stand at Contrarian Ventures, founders first, founders centered. So starting with this edition, each year we'll hand over the hosting title to one of our portfolio companies. And this year's host is Beebop. We chose them because they represent exactly why we started this summit, an ambitious founder building the blocks of the energy transition, bit by bit, electron by electron. Please welcome Jan-Willem, CEO and co-founder of Beebop, on stage. And I'm handing over him as the host of 2026 Energy Tech Summit.
Thank you so much, Rokas. And let me say that it's a great privilege for us at Beebop to host this event. Beebop is a global infrastructure layer that enables suppliers, utilities, and manufacturers to integrate their customer assets into the power system, into trading markets, grid markets, etc. And that leads, in the end, to energy bill savings, something that we're all after together. Now, we are living in unprecedented times that I do not need to tell you. Geopolitical tensions, wars raging, climate change still happening, right? Sometimes it seems like we have forgotten that's still something that is ongoing. And of course, AI reshaping technology and disrupting our economy in ways that we don't completely understand. Now, energy is at the center of this all. And so whether it's energy to power these data centers for AI, whether it's energy used as a weapon in the Middle East, energy is at the center of all that is happening today. And that's quite a difference. Let's say 7 years ago, 10 years ago, when you were in energy tech as an entrepreneur, it was sort of a stuffy thing to do. Energy tech investors didn't always get a seat at the table. Now energy is at the center of much of what is happening today. Now this is the good news and the positive news. It has never been a better moment to build in energy. It has never been a better moment to invest in energy. And so as we gather together here, we need to remember that we have the power with stakeholders here in the room to shape an energy future for generations to come. We have that capability. And so for the technologists in the room, I say bring beautiful, innovative, disruptive technology that can accelerate us forward in this energy transition. To builders, entrepreneurs, be bold in vision. Now is not the time to hold back. It's time to have bold visions and tenacity. The regulatory uncertainties, the ups and downs are going to continue. And so now is the time to be tenacious and move forward. For investors, you are the oxygen of this entire ecosystem. Invest generously and wisely. And for the European funds here, good luck convincing European pension funds to also allocate some to venture as well. Policymakers, now too is the time to be courageous, to be clear in your thought, to be unwavering. How are we going to make it happen? It's together. It's with open conversations, looking for synergies, for complements, collaborations. That is what is going to make this energy transition a success. And that is what Energy Tech Summit is all about. And so that is what we look forward in the next couple of days for these kind of conversations that start something, a spark that can become something big and meaningful later on. And so with that, I wish you a very productive and a very good couple of days here at Energy Tech Summit. And welcome again, everyone, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you to Jan and Rokas. It's now my honor to give the floor to Olatz Goita, General Director at BEAZ, to greet everyone one more time and officially open our Energy Tech Summit 2026. Stage is yours.
you, Jamie. Egunon guztioi, egunon kanpotik zatozenoi eta baita bertotik be. Guretzat privilegio bat da Bizkaian 3. urtez ekitaldi hau jasotzea. As I was speaking in Basque, it is a privilege to host the Energy Tech Summit in Bizkaia for the 3rd consecutive year, which is regarded as one of Europe's most important events on innovation, entrepreneurship, and investment in climate technologies. A conference that brings, as Jamie has introduced in his speech, together startups, investors, businesses, utility companies, public policy makers, and climate leaders to jointly find the best way to lead the energy transition. Because in a context of geopolitical uncertainty, in which energy has become a critical factor that threatens national economies and people's wallets, adopting clean energy makes even more sense. We know this well in Bizkaia, a region that is small in size but great in its ambition to lead the development of industrial products, engineering, and services in key technologies for the energy transition. Around 40% of our gross domestic product comes precisely from industry and related services. But as this is not about words, but deeds, here are some examples of that institutional commitment to the energy and green transition. In recent years, the Bizkaia Provincial Council and the Basque government have promoted strategic projects such as the Energy Intelligence Center, a collaborative hub for developing new energy technologies, renewable synthetic fuels, green hydrogen, and advanced manufacturing. Or the Smart Grids Innovation Hub, a leading international center for innovation and expertise in smart grids, which has just celebrated these days its 5th anniversary. 2 initiatives for the government of Bizkaia to drive the energy transition and to position Bizkaia and the Basque Country as an international leader in this field. I would also like to mention another of our centers of excellence, the Automotive Intelligence Center, which is also contributing to the energy and green transition by accelerating the market introduction of clean, connected, and competitive technologies for the automotive sector. But as ideas without talent come to nothing, we also place special emphasis on creating and attracting innovative projects here to Bizkaia. Thanks to the support of the Provincial Council, over the past 10 years, we have fostered the creation of 431 startups that have generated more than 3,000 jobs and achieved a combined turnover of 7.5 million euros. These are startups from various sectors, among them, of course, energy, and come from all corners of the world. A central element of this strategy to drive the creation of innovative businesses is the BEAZ Accelerator Tower, another strategic project here in Bizkaia. An international entrepreneurship center, an 8,000 square meter space in the heart of Bilbao that is positioned in Bizkaia as a leading international reference point in advanced entrepreneurship, promoting innovative projects and attracting global talent. But the International Entrepreneurial Center is created by the Provincial Council of the Bizkaia and also the Bilbao Council to attract startups with the reminding and interaction with corporates. It's an open innovation center specific to work in the field of energy, automation, mobility, and ITs. We therefore have a business ecosystem that is technologically maturing at pace, largely thanks to the ever-present lever, which is sure to be a major topic of discussion at this conference, artificial intelligence. Its use has increased dramatically within Bizkaia's business ecosystem. Artificial intelligence is cementing its role as one of the most transformative technologies. Its adoption has risen from 16.6% in 2024 to 37% in 2025. And it has become the most disruptive solution for 1 in 4 of our companies. And 1 in 3 say they will invest this year in this technology. For all these reasons, I can say that the Energy Tech Summit is the ideal platform, but Bizkaia is the ideal region for connecting, investing, and leading the energy transition. Ongi etorriak izan zaitezte. Hau guretzat benetan privilegio bat da, aprobetxatu ekimena eta kontaktuak sortu. Eskerrik asko.